Okay, so here's where I'm at with this dusty RSX. Has been sitting for like 3 years in the dust. So I got the engine in, almost everything's hooked up. The fuel system is not. I got to do the fuel system. So there's a few miscellaneous things left under the hood. I can show you. So it's almost all put together. See, the fuel system's kind of laying there, the fuel pressure regulator, but it's almost ready to go. And then right now I'm doing the drive shaft tunnel, and I'll give you the dimensions on that. A lot of people have to do the drive shaft tunnel and they don't tell you how to do it. And another thing, mark this damn line, dude. I can't stand it that I've seen every single person do this on every single video, and they just start hacking away without marking it or measuring it. Look at that. Take a Sharpie, take your time, show some pride. When people just start cutting with the grinder, like, I'm a guy and I want to scream. So get a piece of cardboard, whatever you have to do. I use the beer case. I don't drink, but I cut up a beer case that I found and use that to trace the tunnel. And I'll give you the dimensions. So it's 7 inches across. So it's 7 inches to 7 inches. And you can see the difference. Like, that's all been cleaned up. I got a truck bed coated like that. So I truck bed coated that. That has to be truck bed coated because I welded up every single hole. You can see every hole has been welded up, and I got to grind it down and do all that. Same with here. This is filthy because I pulled up the carpet. Look at that. I got to clean all that up. So yeah, so it's 7 inches across, and then it's 23.5. I see people cutting up here, and that makes me want to scream too. You do not need to cut up here. You only want to cut up here because you can see it starts, the transition starts lowering here, and then it really starts descending around here. So you want to cut it here, and you don't want to cut across here. You want to do 7 inches and cut across here. I see people going, and they're going down and they're just hacking their car up. It's shameful. Don't do that. So mark it, do 7 inches across. The reason why I'm doing mine wider, I could have done it more narrow, is because I'm going to try to see if I can hook up my exhaust. You can kind of see where back there where I have like a hump, that's kind of where I pounded it out with a hammer to try it, because I have a 3-inch exhaust to get more clearance. And that didn't work out too well, so I might cut up the floor over there to put my 3-inch exhaust in, because I'm not screwing with oval. It's too expensive and too much work, and it doesn't flow the same. 3-inch exhaust, you would need a 3.5-inch oval to equal the same amount of flow. So that right there. So yeah, it's 22 across, 22.5 inches, 7 inches in width. And then you want the tunnel in the back there to be 3.5 inches high. So those are the exact specs. And if people are doing a write-up on this, they need to give people the specs. And most of the car I did custom, did myself. These aren't my specs, but I got the specs from S1 Built. Actually has these specs, and they work real well, and you can just build your own tunnel if you just know the dimension. So that's all you need is 3.5 inches. That's how much clearance you need for the drive shaft, and have extra clearance. I probably don't need that because I'm running the stock drive shaft, but for extra clearance, if you want to ever run on a viscous coupler, the 3.5 inches is what you need. So you might as well just do it that way to begin with, even though I don't need it, because you're just going to do it once. And the rest of stuff, I don't know. The rest of stuff is uncharted territory as far as the e-brake. But what I'm going to use is I'm going to cut holes and reuse those grommets. I'm trying to make everything factory. I'm putting my center console back in here. So all that's going back in. But yeah, here's an update on the car. Once I cut that, I can't cut it right now because it's like 3 in the morning, and I live in an HOA, so I'll get kicked out. And I can do it so I'm just gonna stay up, do it in the morning, cut that out, and then go to the welding shop and have them take a break and fold the metal over. And I'll give you the specs on that when I go to the next step, but I'll give you the dimensions on how to get the piece of metal and how to fold it, and on a brake, they call it a brake, and it folds the metal, and we'll fix that. So there's an update. I can't stop looking at that sexy. That is just, look at that over there. That is just sexy. That's going to be sealed with Honda Bond. No leaks. Car's going to be gangster later.